this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Again, they'll throw with Murray.
Oh, my God.
Patterson
He is
complete.
not catching that.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
You got lucky. You know it.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover,
they don't show up every
quick
time.
with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties,
like
it's
this
almost like there's a
formation.
couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yeah, this shit go crazy.
Let's go, let's go.
Murray again, second and 10.
Let's go.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's the way. 53, check 53. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins. Watch twins.
Murray with a third and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Ready? White 25. Come on, the ball. You flip it. You got time. Let's go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give running right, Lindsay. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Blue lady. Watch my board. I got you. Wait. Follow. Watch out. Let's watch. Right, let's go. I'm here.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception, one reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
What you got? Hey, stop. Give me some. Here we go. Watch twist. Easy.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And Eifert has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23
Yeah, I thought you was going to
yards.
blitz me more because I was going to throw something else.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston.
Oh, I sold. Oh, my God, I sold. Oh, my God.
Drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, damn.
On 1st down, here's Breida. The running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check 53 is mine. Come on, dude.
I said at least 3.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play in the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, God, you were.
Jameis to throw.
Oh, look at this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Switch. 49, check 49, check 49.
To throw is Winston. Flush to his right. Got his man, it's Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Wait. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Check it back.
3rd and long for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
If I had one more second.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their
tried to throw it, bro.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Yo, I just ran on my own player.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now he'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And these guys will take over
everything always happens in little phases. This shit crazy.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They run with Breida.
Look at this shit,
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Breida, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Final play of the half here, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Come on, bro.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he locates Walker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route.
This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown.
I can't do this shit.
Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon
Nigga just ran right
as the
past him
Ravens
like
push
this.
further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. This is Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
They gotta fix that.
Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Shit. Hey, shit. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Set. Just wait. Let me go.
Throwing, Winston. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Wait. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Quit talking about it.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here I come. Green, 17. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm trying to collect. Check.
On 3rd down, Winston.
He's going to just watch his man run
They
past
sack
him.
him back right at the midfield stripe. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No, not really, because usually you have the running back on the other side, so it's too fast. If you put him on, I mean, either way, it depends on what side you're on. So I'm gonna be honest with you.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check. Flip it.
Look at him trying to tell. Crazy.
Now Winston on 4th down. Flushed out right.
Where are you going, bro? This game is.
Unable to break away. They stop with a few yards
I knew
shy.
I was gonna go,
The
bro.
Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now second and 6. Wild Bill. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
To throw again on second down. Murray, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season.
Watch my
continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation.
I can see
take
how
the
this
snap,
game's
take
going.
the knee, call it a night,
I can see that in the first
game,
quarter,
call it
bro.
whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much
Like,
left to get.
I threw a pass, nigga came back,
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you
man.
took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah,
Then I get stripped on some bullshit.
right before the game's over.
And then I hit Kyler Murray while he's trying to throw with Bobby Wagner. It's Bobby Wagner.
Coming to the line here to begin the
I give
next
you some
drive,
of
the
the points,
Seahawks
like, you just
offense.
playing like,
And
I
let's
applaud
face
that,
it,
but
this
some
drive
shit,
is not going to have any
like,
bearing
damn.
on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
Oh my God, he was open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I might just find out.
Jannard
I might have
Avery
found.
picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Keep on that cover.
Right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body
Tyrese,
language.
you saw, right?
Hands on hips, heads low.
right.
It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Tighten up. Shim. Let him go.
Throwing on second and long. Winston, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And
I waited too long.
Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 2 out. Check 24. Hey. 53 is Mike. Here we go. 53 is the Mike. 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And Walker has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Let it go.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, Winston. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Third and short yardage, Winston. To the left side here for Eifert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I was trying to figure out why. Fucking.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the
payback. Hell no.